Welcome back, my friends. Sorry, I'm just in a great mood. And I am so looking forward to this little camping adventure and taking y'all along with me, too. The weather is pretty nice. We've had a lot of gray days, but today it's pretty sunny out. Tomorrow's supposed to be too. And the weather-wise, we're in the low 70s, and but tonight's going to get chilly. Probably upper 50s, maybe. Not cold, but it's chilly. But anyway, everybody, I appreciate y'all coming along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. So grab your beverage of choice, buckle up, and we'll get this adventure going. And I'll see you at the campground. You folks take care. Woo, here we go. Welcome back, my friends. Cheers. We made it down here. We've only got one neighbor, but we're tucked back in the woods pretty good. I'm really liking this spot. So far it's been pretty peaceful. You see some, you can hear some motorists driving around in the park, but right back here it's been quiet. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Well, folks, I think right now I'm going to go ahead and take advantage. I got here a little earlier than I thought I'd get down here, which is a plus. So I'm going to take this time, get back, enjoy some of this nature, the fall colors which are starting to come in, and just relax a bit. And then we'll get Red set up, get us a fire, and get some dinner going. Well, everybody, appreciate y'all coming along on my little adventures. I think this is going to be a nice one for us. Just peaceful, quiet, and and I'll give you a little tour of the little shot of the campground here that we're excuse me, a campsite that we have. I've been froggy today, so I'm sorry. So, but I was saying I'll give you a little glimpse at our campsite here, and then we'll get Red going. So, you folks take care, and we'll be back soon. Well, welcome back, my friends. Here's our little campsite tour, and we're backed in here pretty good. There's our picnic table, my reading chair, and our fire ring, which we'll be utilizing here in a little while. But let's just walk back here, and this is the back end of our campsite. My goodness. And we do have one neighbor on one side, but that's quite all right. We got, it's pretty spectacular back here. I mean, it's nice. Oh, and then we're back to the picnic table and the fire ring. Well, my friends, y'all take care, and here in a minute, we'll get red all set up, and then look to fire and dinner. So, hang on. Yeah, welcome back, friends. I was shifting some stuff around here, got a little warm, so I shed it in my jacket. So, in these cooler nights, I just wanted to show you my basic setup, since we are using an air mattress. So first thing we do is we might cut the film around a little bit, because I do struggle a little bit back here at my age. We take our air mattress, what we'll be using tonight, and this is my little blackout curtain that I use, and I have an extra fleece pillow back here to act as a headboard. But I take this up here to block out any light that, you know, any incoming traffic that might come this way. And we'll put that up later. And hopefully we can see okay. So let me get this spread out here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, since it is colder, what I do is I put a cushion between me and the air mattress, or an extra cushion. So I have a nice poofy fleece blanket that I put down, and what I do is I get the bed ready before I even think about airing it up. It'll air it up with everything on top of it just fine. We'll get it best we can, and we'll fine tune it once we blow it up. Pillows, we'll just get these out of the way for right now. And this, since it is getting chilly at night, I bring a spare blanket. It's a long way. It's a long way to my closet from here to get an extra one. And then, oh, and I've also, I've already got the DVD player set up, plugged in, fan good to go, little air circulation. So this is a Coleman 0 degree sleeping bag. It works pretty well. So we'll get him straightened out. There we go. Okay. Spare blanket, pillow, and pillow. And like I said, I'll put this up later. I just want to make sure we have enough light so you guys can see everything. So, and that's pretty much it. And it's a low profile air mattress. You've seen my other one. It comes up to about here. I want something, and I'm looking to get another one. This one right here is pretty old. We had an air issue with it once before, and so I'm looking to get it replaced. It's got some years to it. But what I'm looking for is one that's about mid-size. Not all the way up here, but right about here. That way I can sit up on the bigger air mattress, but it's kind of like this. This one I can sit up fine. And then when I do use the ceiling fan, which I'll be bringing back in the winter months. Right now, it's just don't need it. This little fan does just fine with these cooler nights. But once I get the heater working in here, you know, everybody knows heat rises. So this dude's gonna push it right back down on top of me. Oh, I tracked some stuff in here. All right, my friends, that's pretty much it. We got our sleeping bag. We got a little fleece insulator between us and the air mattress, and a spare blanket. So we were good to go. And I got I don't know if you can see it or not, I got my little air pump right down there next to the battery. So we're good to go. So everybody, that's pretty much my chilly night setup. You folks take care, and we'll get that fire going here directly once I cool back down. It's just surprising how fast you can warm up in here. It's probably a it strikes me odd. I mean, it's cool outside. I have a jacket on, but just moving around in here in this enclosed space, body heat, I take it, it just you warm up. So I'm gonna conserve some battery, and we'll see you when we're ready to get a fire going. You folks take care. All right, my friends, let's see about getting our fire going. We only got a couple hours of daylight left, so we're gonna give her a shot. Got it in there. We had actually a nice dry bottom, lack of a better term. Actually did remember to get some extra stuff here across there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, get the starter ready. Come on. Pardon me a second. Ah, in the bottom. So where are you? Ah. Birds are happy. Ready to go? Get in there. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. All our little stuff ready here. Yeah, let's light her up. Go. Boom. Drop it on top. I wish I had a smaller one. Such you, Lur. And we'll let her go. Anyway, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I switched over to this little technique. Fire starting has been so much easier lately. All right, we'll get a good fire going, and then we'll get dinner prepped. Y'all take care. Oh, excuse me. That's it. All right, my friends, let's get this underway. Oh, we're on a slant. Go figure. All right. Now, what I'm going to make tonight, it's ham and beans technically, but I make it different. So I didn't know what else to call it, so bear with me. So we have our cooking pot, and what we're going to put in that cooking pot is, this is what I use for my base, cream of potato soup. So we're going to, and I went ahead and sprayed a little olive oil in here. Things in these little cook mess, whatever, pots, stuff has a tendency to burn on the bottom of those jokers. Okay, we're gonna make, I didn't bring a trash bag. We're gonna make a little trash pile. Take this, dump it in there. Just nothing special, Campbell's cream of potato soup. And that calls for one more can of milk. So, oh, and also what we brought, let me bring this out, let's kind of thaw out a little bit. Cornbread. Give me a second. Oh, we're gonna need this guy too. 1 onion. Our ham. There you are, hiding in the bottom. So we need 1 can of milk. Just following the basic directions on the can. Wow, I did that pretty close. Okay, here for stirring later. Now we're going to give this a mix. Now you can add salt and pepper to this if you want to, but this recipe really doesn't call for it, because you get a lot of salt from the ham. And the next thing we're going to put in there, give me a paper towel here, is our beans. Now, you know, typical ham and beans, usually what, the Great Northern beans? I like messing around with things. It's just me. But to spice things up, we're going to use a different kind of bean, hot chili beans. So bear with me a second while I fight this thing open. I'll be right back. There we go. Okay, we're just going to dump that whole thing in there. Pretty good job. And now we're going to mix that together. I like using the cream of potato soup as a base for this ham and bean soup. Now, 1 onion. You can have more if you want. Entirely up to you. I found with the way I make it, 1 is sufficient. So give me a second and we're going to dice this guy up. And there we go. And now we're going to add that to our mixture. And now for the ham. Now, and typically use chunked ham. I don't. Full here. Okay. And we're not going to use this whole mess by any means. Probably about half of it. Oh, look at there. It's about half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this up too. So here's some more slicing. That's pretty good. Not really mincing it, but in small pieces. And then there's Black Forest ham too, by the way. And it goes. store this away. Now you can do the same thing if you want to use the northern beans. I like this because, you know, in cooler nights, it's got a little bit of kick to it. Okay, there we go. Now we are ready for the fire. And we do not want to put it over the direct heat by any means. We want this to kind of simmer, come up slowly. So we're going to be monitoring it pretty well, stirring it. You got to keep a close eye on it. You just try to prevent it from burning. So, all right, you folks, we'll get this on the fire, and I'll check in with you shortly. Take care. Get there. A little bit to go. All right, my friends, we are done. Had to double up on the gloves. That's why I like these metal. Man, those handles get hot. Actually, let's see if we can turn that slightly just to avoid a mishap. And tending that thing and starting it over there near the fire, I got warm, daggone. But we'll cool down pretty quickly. Ugh, pardon my knee. Apparently we have a bunch of kids riding around on bicycles now from the next campsite over. That's fine. Wear them out. Okay. We got to get it open. And everything is piping hot. Whew. Set you right there. Okay. May need to cool down for a minute or two. Put you there. But while I was doing that, let's get some of this. Ooh, look at there. A little bit of everything. That's why I like chopping up the ham, so I get more ham per bite. Okay, so we're gonna move you out of the way. Put you on our little splatter thing. And to go on top of that, we have some sharp cheddar cheese. Just a little bit. Ooh, almost a little bit too much. All right. Now what we are going to do, bear with me, I get that to close, is we're going to let this bad boy cool down for, well, we're gonna let the cheese melt into it a little bit, and then we're gonna dive in. So yeah, it's steaming hot. So I'm not in the mood to burn my tongue tonight. My apologies. Okay, so folks, we'll be back when we're ready to dig in. Should be probably just a few minutes. Take care. All right, well, we're ready to dig in. Let me go ahead and grab us some cornbread. I made this last night. Boy, it made the house smell great. And that's why we only have 3. I did bring the trash bag over here. Ooh, good. All right, let's give this a go. Oh, the cheese is nice and melty in there. It's still pretty hot, so we need to be cautious. That potato off there. I know those things are gonna be hot. A hard time just getting a small spoonful. Oh yeah, definitely. In my opinion, no salt and pepper needed. That is good. Oh my. We got me a new water too, nice cold one. Oh my manners. Cheers, folks. We're getting pretty thirsty hanging around that fire. Let's get a little bit of cornbread here. Quick bite. You know, I never learned. Now, what I like to do is I like to put the cornbread in the soup. Just a little bit. I'm going to overpower it there. That'd be for the next bowl. Get off my fingers. All right. Cheese climbing up the spoon. Airplane. Wow, that is so good. And the chili beans give it that little kick. When I have regular ham and beans, I mean cooked normally, I guess depending on your definition of normally, with the ham and the Great Northern beans, it always just seems a little bland to me. That's why, a while back I said, we can spice this up. I'm tired of putting a half a pound of pepper in it. So I said, hey, let's give this a try. And chili beans. Now that is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh. And this makes enough, this recipe will make enough definitely for 2 to 3 people, depending on how many bowls you have. But definitely enough for 2. And I'm gonna eat as much of it as I possibly can. It's soup, it doesn't, you may want to, if you have, my case, as soup for dinner, you definitely want to snack later on. It's filling at the time, but it doesn't last. All right, well, folks, I'm going to eat dinner here, cool down now that I'm away from that fire, but this is heating me right back up. It's okay though. Well, you folks take care, and we'll catch up by the fire after dinner. Yeah, welcome back, my friends. Oh, I just threw another log on the fire. Oh, cheers, folks. What dinner was spectacular. Oh, to say the least. I had a bunch left over, so I do have neighbors, so I offered them some, and they said no, they're going to be making a big old pot of chili. So I'm like, I'm going to be doing that soon. Oh. This has been a great trip. Got to kick back and relax, and it has been pretty peaceful. Other than, wow, almost if on cue. Some kids playing, they're riding their bikes and just outside the loop of the campground. But boy, you can hear them. They're having a blast. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, folks, we got us a nice little campfire here. Sun's setting. That's one thing that I wish the days were longer in the fall. I mean, the leaves are changing colors. It's cooler outside, so we're just going to have to. Well, we're just going to have to bite the bullet and start our camping trips a little bit earlier when we can. Still have work to contend with. Well, everybody, I do appreciate you coming along and seeing my, what I loosely call ham and beans dinner, but boy, it's good, in my opinion. I really like it. Cheers, folks. Well, hopefully they settle down. We'll see. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. We're going to kick back, enjoy our moments of quiet. But once it gets a little darker, they'll settle down pretty good. I've been in campgrounds with kids before. I know about what time they cut off. So everybody appreciate I appreciate y'all coming along. I told you when stuff happens when I'm camping, if I'm filming it, I'll let you. You know, I'm not gonna uh, roll 14, 15 times, get that perfect take. You know, what you see is what you get. If it happens, it happens. I think that's the best way I can honestly share my adventures with everybody. So, folks, on that note, y'all take care, and I'll see you in the morning. Take care. Oh, it's too funny. Good morning, campers. Oh, and it is a good morning. I slept in a little bit today. I've also been working on this guy. Apologies for not dragging out the stove this morning. Just I chose to sleep in a bit. So we just got a little bit to finish packing up, and then we're ready to head home. Sorry it's not a 2-night adventure this time. I only had time for the 1 night this time. So, but we got to get out here, kick back, relax, enjoy some peace and quiet. We have one neighbor, and I think they're getting ready to pack up to head out of here as well. Looks like it anyway. But other than that, everything's just so peaceful, relaxing out here. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. And I appreciate every one of you guys for coming along on my little adventures. I truly do. So, folks, y'all take care. And as always, I'll see you soon.